Welcome to the Lady Nighthawk Show. Well, we talk about many topics, and Donald just made me laugh. I'm sorry. Attorney Bell just made me laugh, so please forgive me. Attorney Bell, introduce yourself, because I got to get that chuckle out of you. Please.
Good evening, and thank you for having me on your show.
It's our show.
My name is Donald Bell. I'm an attorney here in Maryland. I'm based here in Prince George's County. My office is in Greenbelt. I've been here serving the people of Prince George's County for the last 20 years as an attorney here, and I am so happy to be on this show this evening.
And also this show, you've been with us through thick and thin, And so, it was just funny because I just have to say this. We were talking about the ex-vice president and some of these places that he's been visiting here lately, and they put on the news. So it's not hearsay. I say it's newsworthy off a newsworthy organization, television news channel. But he was at a place yesterday, or it might have been the day before yesterday now, that he was sitting down with the mayor of the city, and he says, like me sitting here with you, well, I can't remember what her name is. Where's so-and-so and so-and-so? Where is she? She said, I'm right here. Now, he's come to speak in her city. She's sitting next to him. And he says, like, she's not there. So he didn't even know who he was talking about. Then you know how he throws things off. He said, oh, yeah, I knew you was there. Yeah, you my girl. Something, to try to throw it off. But that I noticed she had to be kind of embarrassed because she invited him to her town hall meeting, and for him not to know who she was or who they didn't recognize her.
The people who support Donald Trump love everything that he does. He can do no wrong. So the people who are going to vote for him, in my opinion, they've already made their decision. They're going to vote for him.
Of course they have.
So, I mean,
well, some people change their minds.
Yeah, but I just think that people who are his strong supporters, they're going to support him no matter what. So he can do no wrong in their eyes. So.
Well, I think that somebody said, not me, somebody said that the whole point in him having the vice president that he has running with him, because he doesn't really expect to be in the office that long, that would be the president of the United States. Somebody made that comment. How true it is, I don't know.
I don't think that's true. I think that that the former president enjoyed being president. He didn't want to give up the presidency, and I think he's fighting tooth and nail to become president again. And I don't think that a person with the ego that he has and the need for power and the need for the adulations of being president, I don't think he'll give that up very easily. That's just my opinion.
Well, I'm not talking about him giving it up. They're saying that they don't know whether or not his health-wise is going to last for 4 years. I don't know. So that's why he chose a younger man to be his running mate. I don't know.
Think so.
I don't know because I don't think he released his newest health record. He's talked about it, but I don't think he released it.
He didn't do it in 20. He's never done it. So.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm just saying to everybody just to make sure that you get out there and vote. Early voting ended in D.C. yesterday, and it started today in Maryland. And to show those numbers, it's beneficial for you to do early voting, even though you will not know what the results are until the night of the election, okay? But at least your ballots would have started being counted, and we won't have a lot of people that we have to worry about being counted on election night. So it's very important, as Donald says, Attorney Bell says all the time, you have to go with your heart and your soul and your spirit, with this election. It's very important for all of us, and I agree with him 100%. You need to do your homework, okay? Not just what you see on television. Just go out there and do your homework and look up everybody that's running on the Democratic side and on the Republican side. I also want to say that this Senate seat in Prince George's County and in Virginia is very important, okay? That election is coming up. It's very important that we try to make sure that we turn blue, that one seat that they're sitting out there that they're fighting for. Because of the things that have gone on with this Congress in the past, I'm saying to you that please, that election is so important that you make sure that you go out there and you also vote. Look up the records. Don't listen to the rhetoric that you see on television. Look it up for yourself, okay? Because we know in politics they play dirty, okay? And we've seen that not just this election, but each election there's always somebody else that's throwing dirt. So I'm saying to you to go out there and look the candidates up that are running. You are now getting stuff in your mailboxes telling you who's running and what's going on. So I'm saying to you that look the information up before you go out there and cast a ballot. Don't just cast a ballot because you've been voting for that person for 20 years. Is that 20 years? Have they done the things that they said they do, or which way did they go? Did they go with the majority or did they go with their heart, okay? So, we have a hard election going on, not only with the president and the vice president, we also have one going on with this Senate seat, that we have here that we have to deal with in this area. So I'm saying to you to, do your own homework. I have to say this, they have a real funny commercial on, okay, I don't even know who this guy is. I don't even know where he is. But they say he has a fake family. Have you seen that commercial? No. Where he has a fake picture. At first I just thought it was just a joke, but it's a real person that they put out a thing saying that he has a fake family, he has cardboard sitting at the table, and he's a fake person. I don't know his name, but if you've seen the commercial, it was kind of funny. You probably don't even think it's a commercial about a real person running for an office, okay? But at the very end, they let you know that it's a real person that we're talking about. Okay. So pay attention to who that is, because I can't tell you. I'm just too funny. I'm just laughing so hard at the commercial that I don't even know who the man's name or where he's running, okay? Mm-hmm. But it's almost like somebody took the time with the cartoons and made a commercial about him having a fake. He was fake. Okay, I don't know. Just pay attention. It's on television. Registration. Attorney Bill convinced me that I could go out there and look up my registration the last time we were together. Mm-hmm. It was only going to take me a minute. I did do it. I just want you to know. And it only took me a minute. Great. Okay. And I asked them to send me another card, and next thing I know, they sent the booklets, telling you everything that you needed to know.
That's even better.
And where to vote, okay? And you were able to download a copy of the registration for yourself, to keep this in that it's valid. So thank you. I just want to say thank you publicly. It only takes a minute for you to do that, so please make sure that your vote, you registered to vote in the right place. It'll tell you where you're supposed to go to vote, and to let you know that you're actually on the roster. And I think that what it does too, it triggers them to make sure that you're on that list, because like right after that, I got booklets and stuff, It was in a matter of a couple of days. So it only takes a minute. I don't like to use links, and I don't like to, it wasn't a link, it's an address.
Did you do it on your phone, or was it on your computer?
My computer's got hijacked, so I haven't been able to get it fixed. Okay. I did it on my phone. It's just that simple. It's very simple to do.
That's why I asked, because I think people can go on their phones and do it. So
you can sit down, you waiting on somebody and sit down and do it, and before they call you in the doctor's office, you would have been there, fill that thing out, okay? It just that quick. And I did mine on my phone, yes. And my phone is crazy, okay? But it did do it, and I know it's right because I got these booklets in 3 days, okay? Telling me where I was supposed to vote and different information that I should be paying attention to, which was very, 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 very rewarding. So I thank you again for telling me that, because I don't go on the computers.
I understand.
But yeah, I said I was going to bring all them hack letters in here the next time we come. I'm going to bring all those hack letters that I got from different places in here so y'all can see how many I got this year, okay? Which is terrible. And it's because it's from the commercial. It's so bad, hacking is so bad, that now they're doing commercials on how people are getting your information with these data banks. And they sell your information, and they talked about that when I was working on I was getting my bachelor's in information system management, and they were telling us about these companies that get your information and they just sell it, that's how they make their money. They get in and they sell it to another company. And that was years ago.
Well, I mean, if you have if you go to the grocery store and you have like the bonus cards and stuff like that, or if you are on like social media and you have the accounts, they're free. They're not free. Mm-hmm. Basically, what those companies are doing is gathering your information and they're selling it. Mm-hmm. So I mean, there's some type of profile of you out there. Mm-hmm. So when you go to like the pharmacy or something like that, and you put in your number to get the discounts, or you go to the gas station to get the discounts or whatnot. I mean, you're giving those companies permission to sell your information, to gather your information and sell it. Yes. So they're gathering your information. They're gathering what you're buying, what you use to pay for it, how much you spent. They probably even gather how often you come there and what you're buying, things of that nature, so they can create a profile. Yeah,
but they don't even have to be you using a discount card. It's just your credit card, period.
Of course.
It gives out that information.
Yeah, credit card companies often sell that information. I mean, when you start looking at the fine print of that long contract that you signed, in all likelihood, you're giving them permission to do that. Mm-hmm.
And so it said when I was working on my master's, the guy said that it was going to be terrible later on, and it is, okay, because like I said, this stack of people that you could do, and it's a commercial company. You do everything that you think that is right, everything to keep yourself safe, and you're still not safe because it's not targeted to me, it's targeted to the company, okay? But the company has to let you know that they had a breach, okay? Mm-hmm. And so I'm just saying that, I don't know, I mean, what do you think about, since you're an attorney, what do you think about, I'm not gonna say a name, but these companies that say that they'll protect you?
They're gathering your information to sell it.
The attorneys? I'm talking about the.
I thought you were talking about like companies who say like there are companies out there who say that they can basically protect your information and things of that nature.
Yeah, and if anything happens, then you got up to $1 million you can get for them to cover it. And if you need legal action or legal aid, that they will help you without saying the name of the company.
Well, they're gathering your information to sell it. I mean, they're doing the same thing.
Are they?
I believe so.
For real?
I believe so. Yeah, of course. That's the name of the game. I mean, no one's going to do this stuff for you for free.
Well, no, you have to pay them to have their service.
Yeah, but they're still gathering your information. I mean, that's the name of the game. Information is key to any type of service that anyone is providing. Mm-hmm. So whether you go into a doctor, or whether you go into a lawyer.
Oh, please don't tell me about the doctor.
Everybody's gathering your information. At least basic information: name, phone number, age,
Social Security,
all of that kind of stuff, and they sell that information, or they're using it to market towards you. Mm-hmm. So marketing is a huge thing in this country. So are they actually protecting you? I mean, I don't know. I doubt it. I don't know that they're doing anything more than what you could do for yourself. But I think when you provide your information to these companies, they're creating a data profile on you, and they're using that information to either market to you or to sell to other companies.
So I'd like for you, if you can, could you talk to the camera for a minute, because I want to get up and get something out my purse, okay? So you can talk to them while I get up for a minute.
Okay. Yeah, so as we were saying earlier, anytime a company is marketing something to you, they want to sell you something, but they also want your information, so they can use that information to market to you. They can use that information to gather data about you. They can use that information to sell to other companies. So that's how companies make money. They don't just make money just from selling you a product. They make money from selling your information or giving your information to other companies or other industries in order to make money. So I mean, you have to be vigilant in who you give your information to, and just know that no one does anything, no company does anything for free. So when you are at the grocery store, I mean, when you are getting gas, whatever it is, those companies are gathering that information and whatnot. So.
Okay, thank you. I couldn't find what I was looking for, but I was at this These people?
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna make. I'm not gonna.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying it for you out loud.
No, I won't comment on them because I'm not gonna get sued.
But I'm not gonna tell you to say it out loud. That's why I wrote it down. I just wanted to acknowledge
Of course they are. Of course they are.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know.
You can go and Google that and you can see. I mean, the type of information that they are.
Data mining.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted. That's why I went over there to get it out there, and I ain't say it out my mouth, and I wasn't trying to get you to say it out yours. Okay. That's why I wrote it down.
Of
okay.
course. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you said that because I am really surprised. Okay. My sister's job where she works now, they offer it to their employees. They offer legal advice for them if one of their employees get in trouble. It's a big name corporation, but they're now doing what these other people were doing for their employees. So I don't know. You don't know. I mean, I watched the commercial because, like I said, I call myself being safe. Okay, on what I do. My son gets crazy because he said I don't throw nothing away. Okay. I could shred it, okay, but then they say that people go into shreddings and able to mend those things together. They show you everything how you can do is on television. Any TV program you watch, it's cyber, CSI, I don't care who it is. Mm-hmm. They tell you how to beat the system, how to be a crook. Okay, because they're telling you how to capture crooks, but they're also telling you how to do, okay, so far as I'm concerned, because you think that you're shredding yourself, but if somebody get a bag full of your shred, they can put it together just like they can. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, there's a point at which, I mean, you can be as safe as you want to be, but, information is out there. It's out there on the web. It's out there in the cloud. Your information is out there. So you can be as safe as you want to be, but inevitably somebody's going to get hacked. Yeah. Inevitably somebody's gonna get your data. You just have to be vigilant and keep a close look on your credit. You should be regularly checking your credit and checking your bank accounts and things of that nature, and checking your mail to ensure that you're getting your property tax bills and all of that kind of stuff, because if anything is going to happen, then in all likelihood you're going to know about it if you're being vigilant. If somebody is using your credit and you're regularly checking your credit, you have a service where you're regularly checking your credit, then you'll find that out. If somebody is trying to take your medical information. I mean, you're going to the doctor and whatnot, so you're going to be getting notices from the doctors and from the insurance agencies and things of that nature. So I just think that you can't worry yourself to death about it. Mm-hmm. Trying to be too careful. You just got to be vigilant and checking. And if something does happen, you got to be able to take corrective action on it.
Well, it's really, really, especially about the doctor's office. I figured that that was my only line of defense if I could prove who I was. Mm-hmm. Okay, was because only me. But now these doctors have all these services, and I've gotten letters from hacks from maybe a hospital that use the same service as one of these places that you can go to outside the hospital. Yeah. I got a hack letter from them. It was a big company that my doctor had explained to me. I took it to her office because I told her, I keep asking you to stop putting my information on this computer. I do not want to be a part of that system.
They don't have a choice, though.
Well, yes, they do. She can do it if she wants to, but I'm not going in her office. I'm not going to pre-register. She already knows this about me. I'm not going to pre-register, okay? I'm not going to go on there. They're going to have to check me in like they used to do a long time ago. Now, if you put it in there, that's fine, okay? But you're going to have to check me in like you did a long time ago, okay? Because I'm not going to be a contributor to something that I know that really should not be happening. And every time you do that, then you're saying it's okay for you to do that, and I'm not okay with that. I call my telephone, my bills in, and if they send me over to a line, I call them. okay? I don't want them to send me nothing electronic, okay? Because if you do, we know this is the easy way for you to get hacked. So I call up, I pay my bill, I go through their systems, I get the confirmation numbers from them. So if something goes wrong, it's on you, not on me, okay?
Yeah, but that I mean, all of those steps, that's all well and good, but there's still a chance that
I'm still getting hack letters.
that you can get hacked. There's still a chance that someone could get access to your bank account and take money out your bank account.
And you have
so
to
that's
do
what I'm
right.
saying. You just got to be vigilant. You can't just. I mean, you can have these systems and programs and things of that nature, but you still, at the end of the day, you still got to get up and you should be looking at your bank account.
I do that.
You know, at least once a week to make certain that, you know, whatever's supposed to be there is supposed to be there, and whatever went out had went out.
Yeah.
You know, you still should be checking your credit. You still should be checking your medical records. You know, I mean, you just have to be vigilant. You just can't take off and not look at these type of things.
Another thing that you need to do.
So that's the only thing that I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know?
But another thing that you need to do is to lock your account for Experian and those other 3 agencies. Now, if you get ready to go out and get ready to purchase something where they have to go through them, then you need to unlock your accounts, you know, because you know you're going somewhere where they're going to check your credit. And then after you finish the transaction that goes through, go back and lock those 3 credit agencies, okay? They make it so that you can lock it so nobody can just go in and get your information from those companies. Now, if you don't do that, that's on you, okay? Because they will allow you to lock it. Just remember though, when you lock it, if you're going out to buy a car, a house, or something else, make sure you unlock it before you go to fill out paperwork, because they're not going to be able to get what they need to get from you. And so I wanted to make sure that I said that tonight, because you know, when I get these letters that saying that I've been hacked, the first thing that they say that they'll pay for me to purchase, or it's free. You get a credit report once a year for free. Okay, so I don't understand why they think that they're doing a big favor, saying, you know, I can pay for you to get your credit checked for 3 to 5 years. Once a year, I can get that free. I don't need you to pay for that.
Well, what they're talking about is if you've been hacked, then it may be advisable for you to probably check your credit probably once every 90 days. And if you're checking your credit like that, then you may have to pay for it. You may have to pay
every 90
for
days.
the
Okay.
you know, for the credit reporting agency to actually send that out to you.
Okay.
So you get the one free report from the credit reporting agency. But like if you need more than that, then you probably got to pay. It's probably like a small fee or something, but you probably got to pay for them to send that information or provide that information to you.
Okay.
Because if you've been hacked, or if you've been compromised, then you probably want to be checking regularly to ensure that nothing is coming up on there. Because if you only check that once a year and then you're waiting for that free one for the next year, well, all kind of things would probably happen in that 11 months that has gone by since you've checked.
That's a good thing.
So that's probably the reason why they're offering that, because, you know, if you got to pay like $30 or $50 in order to get another credit report or something like that, then you could probably go through them and not have to.
Oh, it's through Experian and stuff. They said that they would just pay for you to have the credit agency for 3 years.
Yeah.
It's still through the credit agency, but I still suggest that you lock your accounts, okay, and open them up when you need to. That's free.
Yeah, but you still need to check, because even if you lock it, if somebody gets your information, if somebody knows your name, from what I understand, there's 6 or 7 identifiable characteristics that's what sort of how they create your identity on a credit report. So if somebody's hacked you and they got that information, it don't matter if you lock it. They can just go in and just unlock it. So that's why you got to regularly check it, and that's probably the reason why those the companies
the hackable companies
are providing you that service so you can regularly check it. And that limits their liability, because they've sent you a letter saying, hey, we've been hacked. We're letting you know that there's a problem, and we're going to provide this service to you. We're going to provide you this opportunity to check for the next 3 years. So now they're pushing it back on you. So if something does happen during that period of time, then they can come in and limit their liabilities and say, look, we told you.
No,
hacked.
No, back up right there. You did not tell me. You did not, not you. You did not tell me when it happened. Every letter that I got hacked,
Well,
the last one that I got, let me finish.
Yeah.
The last one that I just got, okay, that I took to the doctor's office,
Yeah.
was hacked in February.
Okay.
I just got it last week.
But you're missing the point.
But the doctor said to me, I'm surprised they didn't notify y'all in January, because they had frozen everything that we had in January.
Yeah.
And I would have told you, because I had seen her, I would have told you if they had not told us that they were going to make sure that everybody knew that they had been hacked.
I understand what you're saying, but you're missing the point that I'm trying to make. This is a legal strategy, okay, to limit liability. So there's liability, but what you want to do is limit liability, because from the minute that they tell you,
6 months later.
yeah. But so if something happens after that, then their liability is limited.
But if it
anything happened before that, then they're probably liable for it.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
So the point in telling you is so we can limit our liability. We don't want to be liable for that full period of time. We may only want to be liable for
the 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, because every time I get one, it's always anywhere from a 6 to 8 month gap before you find out that they've been hacked.
Because
okay?
sometimes they may not even know.
Well, no, some of them know.
Yeah.
Okay. I got one from a bank.
Yeah.
Okay. The bank was so mad that it happened that I've never seen anybody they didn't put their person's name on blast, but I've never seen them send a letter out as this. The letter said, we had an employee that we had to fire, and she was disgruntled. And before she left out the office, she took all the information that she could with her when she left. I've never seen one of them come across like that. They usually just tell you when it happened, an incident occurred, blah, 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 blah.
Well, that's because it's criminal liability. I mean, she actually stole information. She wrongfully appropriated information from the bank.
Okay.
And they know who she is.
They know who she is.
So yeah,
they didn't tell us, but
yeah.
they know who she was.
Yeah, so I mean
that's a little different.
That's yeah.
Okay, because I never got one like that before, and I was really surprised.
Because generally, when there's a hack, I mean, these people may be in Russia, they may be in China, they may be in Iran. They're somewhere, and they know where it came from, but they may not know who actually did it.
Yeah, well,
but these people knew who actually.
They knew who did.
Yeah.
They put they didn't put her name out there, but they said it was a female, right? And they put her on blast. So. That was the first time I've ever received one that way. I was kind of surprised, that they did that, because if you go into the bank regular and all of a sudden you don't see somebody there, you can almost kind of pinpoint who it might have been. Not necessarily so, but it's still bad.
Yeah. So
I'm just saying that I'm glad we're talking about this, because that was not my intention. But I've gotten so many. I got a stack like this down on last year, in a couple of those companies that I wouldn't have never. I don't know if I even said it on here one time before. I wouldn't have never thought in a million years that they would have got hacked, because they talk about their security so much, okay? And they got hacked, okay? So I think I asked you about it off the air one time, and you said, no, I don't use them. Anyway, I don't have that company. But I'll tell you when we leave.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that, you have to be careful too, even with your voter registration information, because you give them your name, your address is on there. Don't give you nothing else, but if your name and your address is there, that's enough for somebody to do.
But a lot of times the voter registration comes from Department of Motor Vehicles. I mean.
Oh yeah, so. and you jury duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pull from that list.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad we got on this topic. But the most important thing is, please don't forget to go out. Early voting started in next week when you get this. I don't know whether or not you'll still be able to, but early voting in PG County started today, which is, what's today?
October 24th.
Thank you. October the 24th. And so you're going to see this next week. So check and see if you can still do early voting next week in PG County. DC has stopped. Don't forget, between October the 15th through December the 7th, that you have to do your Medicare. It's open enrollment, okay? So look that information up and make sure that you know what it is. And with that, Dawn, did you want to say something right quick?
Oh. I'm just thankful to be here and glad to have this lively debate and conversation this evening.
So with that, we're going to say good night.